Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Andrea. I'm a 54-year-old widow, single mom of two amazing boys, and I'm a hairstylist full-time in a small community in Ontario, Canada. 3 years ago, my life completely changed. I lost my husband, and with that loss, I lost not just the emotional responsibility, but never imagined facing that alone. Today, I want to share with you something that helped me rebuild not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, and personality. Because if I can start rebuilding again at 50, you absolutely can too. Let me take you back a few seconds. I was doing what many of us do, working hard, juggling too much, always saying, I will get to myself later. But then life hit. And suddenly everything was different. I wasn't just a mom. I wasn't just a hairstylist. I became a widow, trying to hold the household together with one income, no retirement savings, and two boys that still lived at home with me. In the quiet moments, especially at night, I'd think, how am I supposed to do this by myself? Who's going to help me plan my future now? And is this just what life is going to be? And if you're asking yourself similar questions, trust me, you are not alone. There was one specific moment for me. I just was sitting at the table going over all the bills, planning out my schedule for the week. And I just remember thinking, I'm not just tired physically and emotionally, but just drained. Tired of working paycheck to paycheck, tired of feeling stuck, tired of feeling like I was sacrificing all my weekends for work and not being able to do anything with my friends. Tired of pretending that everything was okay. And the hardest part, looking into the future and feeling like I didn't have anything that excited me, nothing that would say, hey, I'm going to be able to retire and be able to travel and do all of the fun things that I've watched many other couples do, thinking there has to be another way. Now, here's the funny thing. I wasn't a tech person. I wasn't someone who knew much about online businesses. I barely knew how to even use half of my apps that were on my phone, but I did this anyways. I needed something that I could do from home. I didn't want to find a second job to have to put in an extra 40 hours. Something that didn't require all of that extra time out of my day. And I definitely did not want something that I had to bug my friends and my family. So I started searching, watching videos, reading stories from women like me that were doing the same thing. They either were in their 50s and no retirement funds, or they were single moms that were just on their own with their kids. And then that idea hit me. Maybe it was something that I could do too. Eventually, I found a program that honestly changed everything. Not because it was easy, but because it was doable. Here's what stood out to me. It didn't require any tech experience. It came with a step-by-step setup, which was amazing. It had daily training for me every day. It had a supportive community, people cheering each other on, people in the same situation I was in, and if thinking they can do it, I definitely can too. And most importantly, didn't have to be bugging friends and family. I didn't have to be in people's DMs. And the best part is, it didn't demand many hours out of my week. And the last part that I thought was the best, I needed something that could fit into the little cracks of my day, in my life, without sharing all of that extra time away from my kids, my friends, something that would not take over my life. And slowly, I started learning digital marketing, something I thought I would never understand. I started learning how to work online and how it works. I started building something I never believed I could do, piece by piece, step by step, but at my own pace. And this part is important. If you are in your 50s, a widow, a single mom, someone who feels like life has hit reset on you, let me tell you clearly, you are not behind. You are not too old. You are definitely not too late. Women like us, we have discipline. We have resilience. And we live through things that are just going to make us stronger than most people will ever give us credit for. And most people will never understand. Starting an online business at 50 plus isn't a disadvantage at all. It's actually an advantage because we get it. And we are not here to get rich quickly. We're here to create stability, structure, a future, a second chance. And that makes us powerful. You might be thinking, okay, but what exactly would I do? Here's the skills I started with, and you can too. Learn simple digital marketing using pre-built systems, follow a daily checklist, posting content using templates, learning how online business works, learn how the automations work. That is a game changer. And just join a group of people doing it with me. It wasn't overwhelming, it wasn't confusing, and it definitely wasn't scary because everything was broken down step by step. If you can follow a recipe, you can definitely follow this. You deserve more than what life feels like it's giving you right now. You have a life with breathing room, a life with hope. Your story didn't end when everything else changed. You're allowed to rebuild. You're allowed to dream. You are allowed to start over. And if you are ready for support, real support, I'm here. I'll put the link in the bio to the program that I'm using that taken my journey to much better places. So you are not alone. If you want to comment and ask for more questions, just put it in the comments. And if you just want to check it out, go to my link in the bio. You can click to my daily pay program and it gives you a video just explaining. So you're not into much. You just have to watch the video. If it's for you, fantastic. If it's not, that's great too. You will find your way, but I'm here to help you if this is the way you think you would like to go. So I will see you in the next video.